Have you ever watched someone slowly lose their mind? I did. I watched my own mom drift away from us bit by bit over 3 months. It started with small things. She'd leave her car keys in the refrigerator or her glasses in the pantry. We'd laugh about it, but then it got weird. One evening, she set the dinner table with 5 plates instead of 4. My brother Sam and I looked at each other. Dad just quietly removed the extra plate without saying a word. Mom didn't even seem to notice. A week later, I came home from school and heard her talking in the living room. I peeked in and she was sitting on the couch, alone, having a full conversation with the empty space next to her. She was laughing, nodding, and listening like someone was really there. It made my skin crawl. This started happening almost every day. She'd be in the garden, chatting away to the rose bushes. The conversation started to have a theme. She began mentioning a name, Leo. Leo, you would love this song, she'd say while cooking. Or I'd hear her whisper, oh, Leo, you made a mess again, in a completely clean room. Sam and I were terrified. We thought maybe she had an imaginary friend, or worse. We were looking up symptoms for dementia and schizophrenia online, when our parents should have been planning their anniversary trip. We tried talking to her, but she'd just give us this dreamy smile and say everything was fine. The whole time, my dad was strangely calm. He saw everything we saw. He'd watch her, set the extra plate, listen to her one-sided conversations. But while Sam and I were panicking, my dad was just observing. He never got upset. He just watched her with this quiet, thoughtful look on his face. We thought he was in denial, too scared to face what was happening. We were getting angry at him for not doing anything, for not getting her help. Then, one Saturday afternoon, everything changed. My dad, who never goes shopping, just got in his car and left. He was gone for hours. When he came back, he was carrying a big, flat, square object wrapped in brown paper. He walked straight into the living room, took down a landscape painting that had been on the wall for 20 years, and hung the new object in its place. He called my mom in. Sam and I followed, ready for a fight, ready to demand he finally address the problem. He tore the paper off. It was a huge, beautifully framed photograph of a tiny, fluffy, golden retriever puppy. The puppy had a little blue collar on, and on the collar was a tiny silver tag that read, Leo. My mom stared at the picture, and her eyes filled with tears, but they were happy tears. She threw her arms around my dad and sobbed into his shoulder. Sam and I were completely lost. My dad finally turned to us. He explained that mom had been on a breeder's wait list for her dream dog for almost 2 years. A month ago, she finally got the call. Her puppy, Leo, had been born. Every week since, the breeder had been sending her email updates with photos and videos of him growing up. The breeder told her to start preparing for his arrival by integrating him into her daily routine to make the transition smoother for the puppy. She wasn't losing her mind. She was nesting. She was practicing. The extra plate at the dinner table was where she planned to put his food bowl. The new clothes she'd been buying were dog toys and a bed stored in her closet. And all those conversations, she was talking to the puppy in the videos on her phone, or just picturing him there with us. She was preparing our home and her heart for the new member of our family. Leo was coming home next week.